Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion, located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street, in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com. It's everything you never needed to know. This is Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
What is Dinomantomania? I think I want to know.
Yeah, me too. Was Mona Lisa plucked or not? Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy, and this week we scour the internet to find out these totally useless tidbits just for you.
Plus, we have not one, but two new topics, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Art and useless words. And we'll answer your questions in the mailbag segment. This week, a listener gave us some useless information about Gotham and Knickerbockers. And in the news, this couple was between a rock and a hard place.
Totally useless information. It's everything you never needed to know.
Welcome to the show. Over 90 countries, and boy, oh boy, we keep getting new countries around the world. Just like us, we're growing as well. And also on the iHeartRadio Talk Network, coast to coast to coast, in Canada and the United States as well. So welcome to art. So we're going to give you some useless art information. I think it'll be really, really interesting. I think, did you not take art in high school or something?
I did. I actually was one of the first to take the New York City Art Regents the first year that it came out. Regents meaning it was a higher learning program.
How did you do?
98.
Wow.
I scored a 98.
What a slacker. You couldn't get 100.
You know, I literally rushed the test because there was a car waiting outside of Columbus High School with my brother and a girlfriend and a couple of other people in the car to go to Great Adventure.
Wow.
I was supposed to go that day, so I rushed and I told them I wasn't feeling well, that I was sick, and they let me out early the minute I finished the test.
And you got a 98.
So, 98. Don't know how to this day.
Yeah.
Guessed 50% of them, so I had a lucky day.
Well, hopefully we'll teach you something about totally useless art information. For example, I call this one Flush with Abstract Art. Marcel Duchamp once submitted a urinal as art simply by signing it R.Mutt and hanging it upside down.
Yeah.
Duchamp convinced viewers...
You got to watch out for the upside down urinal, because when you urinate in it, it comes back at you. You know? You always want the urinal to be the right way up.
It's a really different kind of the bidet. So he hung it upside down, and he convinced...
It's not a bidet, it's a bad day.
Yeah. Boy, are you pissed. Anyway, so he convinced the viewers of this urinal that fountain, he called it, was a work of art through the concept of appropriation and his use of ready-mades, whatever that is. But you know what? Here's the thing.
Ready-mades.
So we have here at work, at the radio station where I work at, we have one of those automated toilets where when you shift a little bit, so when you get up, it flushes on its own. So sometimes when you're sitting there and you shift a little bit, you get a surprising bidet, if you know what I mean.
You get a courtesy flush.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
So here's a fact that's flirting around the internet.
Okay.
It took 12 years for Leonardo da Vinci to complete painting just the lips of the Mona Lisa.
Oh.
Yes. And that fact, which I researched, and I found it in probably around 12 different places, but I even dug deeper, and it is not true. That is not a true fact. After a lot of digging, and believe me, this is out there. Okay, so we kind of try to fact check ourselves. Sometimes we get hooked too, but they believe it took him 7 years to paint the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
Because when he died, it was still in his possession in the studio.
Oh.
Now, it may have taken 12 years because he may have walked in the morning and said, oh, I want to put a little spot here or there or whatever, and did his little bits.
Yeah.
But that was not sold while he was alive. It was in his studio upon his death.
Well, you mentioned the Mona Lisa. Here's my teaser. Was Mona Lisa plucked or not? Now, get your minds out of the gutter. The Mona Lisa famously sports eyebrows or eyelashes, or does she? The 18th century restorers believe they've plucked off a fashion statement. Modern research indicates that Leonardo da Vinci painted eyebrows and eyelashes on the Mona Lisa, but they have since faded or been removed due to cleaning or other factors. So
Or waxing.
right. Waxing poetically.
Wow, cool. See, I actually have original artwork in the house.
Okay.
That's why I don't give my address out.
Right. It
No, but-
is 1/8. Oh, no, I won't give it.
No, but we have some original artwork in the house.
Okay.
And two of the paintings that we have are by a Spanish painter. And God, for the life of me, I can't remember his name right now. But anyway, they're beautiful. They're fantastic.
Okay.
But one of them is on a giclée. It's called. It's a giclée. It's shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And but that giclée is fading, even though there's a UV glass in front of it. So the giclée is starting to fade. So certain aspects of it are fading, which is wild. We have it around 15 years. So it's,
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
But okay, Romans
Yes,
were very, very smart.
they were. Still are.
Very political
Yes.
and very shifty.
Oh.
Many of the Roman statues of the period of the wealth of Rome
Yeah.
were commissioned to be made with removable heads.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
And you know what? I noticed on a couple of statues when I was in Rome
Yeah.
that there was a seam at the neck. And now if you see that, you're going to understand why. Because it was very expensive to commission a statue. And if that particular leader or that particular senator or whatever was replaced, all they had to do was replace his head.
So everyone had the same body, but the heads changed. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Gives new meaning to the word hats off.
Yes. Or heads will roll.
Heads will
Basically.
roll.
Yes. So this one I call He Has an Ear for the Sale. You know I'm talking about Van Gogh.
Yes.
Right. Okay. He only sold one painting throughout his entire life. The Red Vineyard.
Really?
Which fetched him 400 francs. Now, Van Gogh sold more than one painting, but the Red Vineyard was the only one that is the only widely known sale. Anna Bosch bought the Red Vineyard to support Van Gogh, while others also collected his works. He traded paintings for food, and his family collected his art as investments for the future. But the first painting he actually got paid for, and only one actually, the Red Vineyard, in terms of currency.
So he was bartering pretty much.
Right, exactly.
I wonder if they count commissions too. Back then they got commissions.
Yeah,
so
maybe. But for the
'cause
most
they might
part,
consider that a barter as well.
exactly.
A commission could have meant like, Leonardo, come paint the Sistine Chapel. You're going to live in Rome for 5 years. So we're
Right.
going to set you up with a place and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, Picasso.
Yes.
Okay. We all know the name.
Yes.
Most people know the name, but very few people actually know what Picasso was or look at his artwork or anything like that.
We
I
had,
don't
like-
know if you've ever
He
have
had-
you ever seen a Picasso?
Aren't they like really, they look like distorted images?
It's like a cubistic abstract
Okay,
painting.
all right.
He's the father of cubistic abstract
Right,
painting.
okay.
But anyway, the abstract, the 5 Barcelona prostitutes,
Oh.
because it's a cool one too. So folks, Google it.
Right.
The 5 Barcelona prostitutes. It was deemed immoral and vulgar when it was first debuted at an art show. So the art show said, we can't put this up. This is vulgar. It's 5 prostitutes. And no. Well, guess what? 100 preliminary sketches were found in Picasso's, studio
Yeah.
after he dies. Of the 100 sketches, most of them originally had 4 prostitutes and a guy.
Oh.
He took the guy out right at the end and put another prostitute in there. I guess he made some extra money and was able to afford 5.
Right. Yeah.
No, but can you imagine? All of the sketches of this incredibly famous painting were not that. It was an afterthought.
Wow.
Mhm.
Gosh. So this one I call Check Please. Salvador Dali, another big name in the
Oh,
art world.
I've been to the Dali Museum.
Have you?
Oh, it's Nick. I'll tell you the truth. The next time you're down in Florida, we're gonna go to the Dali Museum in Clearwater. It is amazing. It really is. It's fantastic.
Why is there a Dali museum in Florida?
I don't even know why.
Oh,
He
okay.
probably
Huh.
he probably lived there towards the end of his
All
life.
right. Okay.
But it's this amazing museum, and his paintings. I love Dali, and
Yeah.
most people, again, most people don't know Dali,
Right.
and but he has all these little secret things like crutches and crosses, and
Interesting.
it's
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I know Dali. That's why every time I see him, I say, hello, Dali.
Hello, Dali.
Yeah, you go. All right. You knew that was coming. So
Bum, bum.
Salvador Dali famously used his artwork to pay for meals. He never paid for meals. And he knew this. Now, this wasn't a scam. He wasn't like one of those dine and dashes. He knew that wherever he went, he would write a check for the meal. But he knew the restaurants wouldn't cash it because everyone preferred to hold on to his autograph on that check and put
Sure.
them up as unique pieces of art, demonstrating his influence and the value placed on his signature and the sketches. So
Right.
this allowed him to essentially pay with his art rather than actual currency.
I have a friend, Lou, whose dad and his dad before him, they run the Yankee clubhouse.
Mhm.
And they would buy things like, they'd say, get us some candy bars or whatever. And he'd buy them and put them in their locker at Yankee Stadium. They would come in and write him a check. Well, he, of course, did the same thing. He's got Lou Gehrig's check and, it's their signature. So
Yeah.
it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot more than a candy bar.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information.
Tom, Annette, and Tom Jr. had such an amazing June birthday month, they're extending the festivities even longer. Hi, Nick and Roy for Tom's Place, and the party continues with huge deals on men's summer fashions.
So keep making wishes come true with select suits that are normally $5.99 and up. Now get ready for this, a staggering $169 to $269. You heard that right. And select dress shirts still from only $69. Upstairs, the party keeps rolling with stylish sport jackets for $109 off the price. And dress pants and shirts, get ready, $69 off 2 items.
The birthday sale includes many more incredible offers waiting for you in store.
And let me tell you something, Tom's is the best. Trust Nick and Roy. You can still enter to win the incredible $569 shopping spree. Just tag Happy Birthday Tom on their social media at Tom's Place TO. You could be the lucky winner.
Wow. Brand name menswear and more birthday deals at 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of Kensington Market. Let's keep this party going. Tom's Place will suit you.
We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Michelangelo.
Yes, great restaurant. Oh, no, that one.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Michelangelo
Yeah.
painted the fresco on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel,
That's
right?
right. Yes.
And everybody knows that, and they all know the man with his hand out, God with his hand out. I
That's
mean,
right.
everybody's seen that.
Yes.
This amazing work was painted on wet plaster.
Oh.
Frescoes are wet plaster, and then you apply the paint, so the paint kind of sinks into the plaster, so it can last for thousands of years. If you just paint it on top of dry plaster, it would wear away.
Right.
And you'd have to repaint it. Okay, so it was an ingenious process. But he had to paint it while the ceiling plaster was wet. So it's not like he could just go up there, and they had to make this area of wet plaster.
Right.
Then he was suspended on a scaffold that he designed and made which held him like some sort of Tom Cruise Mission Impossible looking thing that hung him upside down, and his assistant next to him, and they painted all day long hanging there like that.
Wow. Just hanging
And
out.
only went down for, get more paint and drain the snake.
Yes. Use the yes. Use the bathroom, washroom, that kind of thing. Hey, thanks very much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed that. We have courtesy of one of our listeners said, hey, you guys should do something about art. So we did, and we started to look for useless information about art. So keep them coming. You go to nickandroy.com, click on the Contact Us link, and then you'll send us an email as well, and we'll get into the emails as well. But also coming up right after this, we'll have to tell you something really special about birthday messages. We have another new topic. It's about useless words. Okay, we'll tell you about that. But first, you go to nickandroy.com, click on the Nick and Roy store. Roy, tell them why they have to go to the Nick and Roy store.
Because you're going to see the birthday message, the anniversary message. We do custom mini shows for people for their special day. Now, go to nickandroy.com, type on the Nick and Roy store, just click on it. Mm-hmm. It's going to show you, there's even samples there for you to listen to. These things are the greatest gift that you will ever buy somebody. And that, when you say, oh, that person has everything. No. This is amazing. It's amazing. Trust me, nickandroy.com, click on the Nick and Roy store, birthday message. If you have somebody that, hey, I have a birthday coming up, get it to us because they're going to flip out.
nickandroy.com, Nick and Roy store, and you'll be happy you did. So, yes, here's our second of the new topics, and it's about useless words. Roy, why don't you kick this off in this brand new topic on totally useless information with Nick and Roy?
Speaking of feminism, Nick.
I was going to say, when did we speak about feminism?
I figured it's words. We use some crazy words. But anyway.
Yes.
Disfeminism. Disfeminism.
Okay, what is that?
It's an actual word. Disfeminism.
Okay.
Is an unpleasant or derogatory word.
Like that one.
An offensive word. It's literally the opposite of a euphemism. It's difemism. Difemism.
Right.
It's the opposite of a euphemism.
All right.
Right. And it is when you replace words to make it derogatory or unpleasant. Like an adjective in front of, so.
Okay.
The opposite of an euphemism.
Wow.
This is going to be a tough category.
It is, my gosh. So how about acersicomic?
Acersicomic?
Yes. It's now an obsolete word, thank goodness, because I don't think anybody can pronounce it the way I didn't. It means a person whose hair has never been cut. Okay? So, yeah. So, really, I kind of fall under that category.
And what's the word, Nick? What's the word?
Acersicomic.
Oh, okay. Yours is Asasica Scout.
Right. It was first defined in Henry Cockrum's English dictionaries in 1623.
In Henry Cockrum?
Cockrum.
Okay, I want to get that straight for the listeners.
That's right. Now, the English dictionary in 1623, according to Merriam-Webster, a really reputable dictionary.
Knew her well, Nick. Knew her well.
Absolutely. Merriam, yes, you did. The word is considered rare and often listed among the beautiful and useless words. They were thinking of us at Merriam-Webster.
Wow. I have a diopessimism about that.
You do? Wow. I would apply some polysporin cream or something.
Here's my favorite. Dinomantomania.
You're a big fan
Dinomantomania.
You're a fan of dinosaurs.
Intense mental anguish. Now I get this every time I talk to Nick.
Every week on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy, yeah?
Yes, the ability to not remember a word.
Oh.
Yes. Dinomantomania. Because you know how you say, like I just did it before. I'm like, I don't remember what the
right. Yeah.
That's dinomantomania.
So it's like your brain is
folks, remember that.
Yeah.
Every time that your brain is frozen up, like
right.
You're thinking, then you're like, I gotta get that before I go to sleep, or I'm gonna just go nuts. No, you're not.
Just like a computer, like it buffers. It's like your brain is buffering.
Mm,
That kind of
yes.
thing.
Yep.
How about
And like Nick does his scalp, buffing it.
right, buff. Yeah. All right. For those of you who don't know, I am follically challenged, and I did have some hair in high school. You remember?
Oh, you had that Art Garfunkel.
Oh,
going on.
100%. Plus, I mean, I started to lose my hair, when I was 18, and I was voted in school most likely to recede. Okay, so cacography. Now, it sounds really rude. It refers to bad handwriting or incorrect spelling.
Did you say cacography?
Cacography.
Oh, yes.
It can also describe deliberate misspelling, often used for a comedic effect. So the term cacography
Either that or a ransom note.
Right. Yeah, you've
Not
written,
that I've ever written one.
No, and so he's heard. So the term contrasts calligraphy, which is beautiful handwriting, and orthography, which is correct spelling. So I thought, okay, so cacography refers to bad handwriting or incorrect spelling. So I figured,
My wife suffers from cacography.
Does she? Oh.
She actually does.
Right? Okay.
In fact, it looks like hieroglyphs.
Right. Hieroglyphics. So I figured, let me just go a little bit further here on totally useless information with Nick and Roy and give you 5 of the most misspelled words. And I think misspelled is misspelled. I think that's one of them. Accommodate. People have troubles. ACCOMMADATE.
It's the double C.
Double C and the double M, right? Okay. Another misspelled word is necessary. There's 1 C and 2 S's.
Yes, that's I always do that. 2 C's.
Here's another one.
Or NES people do too, because it's necessary.
That's right, with NS. Okay. The other one of the other
NES.
NES. One of the other misspelled words, occasion. There you have 2 C's but 1 S.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
on occasion.
On occasion. You do. Okay. Receive. It's RECEI.
Receive, like your hair?
No, not recede. Receive, like receive a beating that you will in a minute.
Like the fact that you didn't have hair.
Right. I received it well. RECEIVE. Remember I before E except after C? But then in this case, that rule doesn't even exist. Nowhere near that. And then another one of the most misspelled words, maintenance. MAINTE and ANC.
Right. Everybody leaves the E out.
Right, yeah, the poor E. Anyway,
I can't spell for my life. If Nick uses a computer, I use written notes.
Right.
So I have black books filled with all this useless information.
5+ years worth. Yeah.
If we had to transcribe this, I pity the person because I write everything kind of shorthand,
Right,
like
yeah. Okay.
So it's
okay.
just nuts.
Well, use your longhand next time.
Well, usually, what was the word? It's being used. Cacography?
Right. Cacography, yes. Yes. Often misspelled deliberately for comedic effect.
The scary part is Nick and I will be learning so many words. We're going to be using them on the show.
Oh, absolutely. So be forewarned.
I'm going to use cacography.
Okay. Nice. Clean up after yourself.
I'm getting up there, Nick. I need to use it as fast as possible.
That's right. Adult diapers sold separately.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Helenomania.
Okay.
Helenomania. No, not Nick's girlfriend from high school.
Helen, yes.
Helenomania, and it makes sense when you hear it. It's using long-term Latin words for the actual word. So you ever notice in the dictionary they have the Latin word?
Yeah, usually.
Well, that's Helenomania.
Okay, all right.
Heleno meaning Greek.
Right, Heleno, yes, of course.
Hellenic.
I think a lot of the reason, one of the main reasons why a lot of Greek women are named Helen, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, you're right. My girlfriend, she wasn't always my girlfriend because when I asked her out, because her last name was Wait, they said, go to Helen Wait. Jentacular.
Genitalia?
No. You would think of that. Jentacular. Jentacular. Jentacular.
Jentacular.
It's pertaining to breakfast.
What?
It's an adjective meaning of or relating to breakfast.
Listen, you know what's so funny, Nick?
Yeah,
It's 5 years we're doing the show, folks.
5 years plus.
We bring up high school so much because we went to high school together.
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
It's fun for us too. But anyway,
Yeah.
but could you imagine the amount of times that we have said references to girls in high school?
Yeah,
There weren't that many girls in our high school.
There weren't. So we all had opportunities to date each of the few that were there. Right?
Yeah, and to the girls in our high school that know us, please just go along with it. Please. You didn't then, you can now. You can make it up to us.
That's why they wrote that song to all the girls Roy loved before. So anyway, jentacular, particularly breakfast eaten, well, it says taken early in the morning. Well, whenever would you have it, right? Or immediately after getting up. It's derived from the Latin word jentaculum, which refers to breakfast. We went from a high society, art to wonderful words to the fourth grade.
Yeah. We went back into the gutter.
In a matter of 4 minutes.
G-U-T-T. No.
All right. On total useless information.
I like words. Words are going to be fun because
yeah.
people, I love that Dinomantomania.
It's beautiful.
That's a cool one. And I liked your genitalia.
No, it's jentacular.
Jentacular. It's a spectacular word.
Yes, my breakfast was jentacular.
Epizoosis.
Is that?
I kind of broke these up so that I could phonetically say them.
Yeah.
Epizoosis. That's an easier one. Epizoosis.
Yes.
The immediate. That's why I kept doing that, by the way. Epizoosis.
Right.
Epizoosis.
Right.
The immediate repetition of a word.
Okay, I see what you did.
Very, very beautiful. Or Churchill. Never. That's called epizoosis. The use of multiple use of the same word after itself.
What about the actor Matthew McConaughey? All right.
Yeah, same thing.
There you go.
That's an epizoosis.
Have you ever suffered this? Have you ever experienced farctate? Farctate. Farctate.
Oh, farctate.
Right.
Farctate.
One who is...
Well, you're going to speak to me like that, Nick.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you right in the jungular.
So we're talking about the word farctate.
One who's completely full or stuffed.
Ooh.
It's an adjective often used to describe something that is filled solid, or a person who's full from overeating. Farctate.
Now, maybe, just maybe, the word fart was bastardized from farctate, because farctate means to overeat, and maybe flatulence due to overeating might be the bastardization of the word.
All right, let's see.
We're in it. We're on it, guys. We got our team on it right now.
I don't think so. The immediate roots are the immediate roots are in the middle.
Did you just burp?
No. Yeah. I burped from
That's a reverse peristalsis, Nick.
I burped from the attic, not the basement. Thank you. The immediate roots are in the Middle English word ferten, F-E-R-T-E-N, Feortarn, or farten, akin of the Old High German word Ferzan.
Ooh.
It originates the Old Norse or Slavic, also Greek. The word fart has been, I can't believe we're doing this. The word fart, and this is where we've gone from art to fart. The word art has been incorporated into the colloquial and technical speech of a number of occupations, including computing. So it all comes from the word ferten.
Yeah.
There you go. Now,
a German word. Deutschland.
This is the only show that we can actually conjugate the word fart on totally.
Well, I thought that might be interesting because what'd you say it was?
Farctate.
Farctate. So folks, you now know when you're sitting at the table and you finish that last bite, you go, I couldn't eat another thing. I'm just farctated.
That's right. Again, this is the only show all over the planet, although we're in the top 10% of all the podcasts that can conjugate the word fart on totally.
No, and not only that, we're
Yeah.
the only show that can make really stupid people seem smart. Look
Exactly.
at us.
Well, look at us. Look at what we've done over the past 5 years on totally useless information with Nick and Roy.
Down the garden path with Nick and Roy.
This fact that I call onions to die for.
Mm.
Onion skins can be used to dye fabric, producing a range of colors depending on the type of onion and the fiber
Is it like
used.
a yellow color?
Yellow onion skins typically yield yellow and browns, as you would imagine, while red onion skins can produce greens and even pinks and maroons.
You know what's funny, Nick?
What's
now, most of our listeners that listen to the show know I was in the restaurant business.
That's right.
I was a chef.
You're a chef, yep.
When I cut onions, my skin turns brown immediately.
Oh.
It's almost like, I guess, the acidic effect of it.
Maybe.
But it's weird because if I don't wash my hands right away, it'll leave a brown tinge on my skin.
Wow. Then you can rub it all over your body and tell people you've been away in like a Caribbean island or something.
In 1637, the year Nick was born. Happy birthday, Nick.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
In 1637, tulips suddenly changed color.
Oh. Did someone rub onions on them?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm going to tell you why.
Well,
But they all suddenly start changing color.
Okay.
They had created a completely new strain of tulips. This is what the growers thought.
Okay.
We did something wrong here, and we completely changed the dynamics of the color. In reality, it was a virus that infected the tulips and changed the color. They didn't know it at the time. But that one incident created a worldwide hysteria, which we spoke about in Money. Remember, we spoke about that people back in the 1600s could use tulips to pay for things like gold.
Yep, exactly.
And it's because of this virus. See, we're ever building on the information that we stick into your heads.
Right. Totally useless information. And now what I want to know is, I think that this explains a lot, though, is I've seen all those tulips with masks on because of the virus outbreak.
Yeah, that's not a pretty sight.
No, it's not.
No.
Here's a garden. How about the garden for your thoughts? Now, we talked about garden. You know, this is the segment of Down the Garden Path with Nick and Roy. So garden, where does the word garden come from? The word garden comes from the Old English, I think it's pronounced geared, Geard, meaning fence, enclosure, or courtyard.
Oh, so an enclosed area.
These words are closely related to our modern words yard, guard, and girth. Although Roy has
yard, guard,
and
yard.
girth.
Yeah.
Medieval gardens were physically enclosed.
So there you go.
Have
it meant, see, folks, this is the type of stuff.
Laugh and learn.
I know it sounds so useless, but one day you're going to use it.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to say, "Hey, it's in the yard," and you're going to go, "Oh, really? It's in the geared."
After I had too much cacography.
Boy, my dinomentomania stricken now.
You know, on this show, we don't provide AI, artificial intelligence. We provide UI, useless intelligence.
Or NI, which is no intelligence at all.
All right.
During Roman and Assyrian times,
Yes.
when Nick wore sandals.
Right. With socks.
Back then, they didn't care about the unsightly toe fungus.
No. That's why we wore socks with our sandals. You see?
Nick, even back then, Nick wore black socks and sandals.
It was
to show he was a true Roman, a real Italian.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
So let it be. So it will be.
Yeah.
During Roman and Assyrian times, gardening was a major thing.
Right.
Everybody had a garden or a gourd.
All right.
But during Middle Ages, it all stopped. Trade became a little bit more accessible in towns,
Yeah.
and so they stopped growing stuff in their backyard for a while. It was very rare for people to have their own vegetable garden or flower garden for that matter.
Yeah.
It wasn't until thank God, no pun intended,
Yes.
for the monasteries kept it going and improving on the techniques and the designs. So by the end of the Middle Ages, people were like, "Oh, check this out! Look at what they're getting there." And that's the truth when you garden, like especially vegetables. Like we have an herb garden. I don't even know what we would do without the herb garden.
Right.
I mean, we have spearmint and we have oregano and we have thyme and we have rosemary and we have all the girls from high school. No, and we have two types of basil, Thai basil and regular basil. And I mean, we have a really cool herb garden which I use. I made lasagna yesterday and meatballs and sauce, and I can't tell you, I used so much of the herb garden. It's just amazing. So folks, garden, do it. It's really cool. And for $1.99, you put a little plant in, you use it for 6 months or whatever, and you
Not
put
bad.
another.
Yeah.
You can't buy it in the store at that price.
No, and I don't have a garden because I don't have time. Anyway, the dandy dandelions.
We have time too, by the way.
Yes, we do. I bet you do. We have lots of time. So now we've all seen these pesky yet beautifully yellow dandelions all over our lawns, right? They're a pest.
Yes.
They're a weed. But dandelions were first introduced to North America by European settlers who brought them for their medicinal and nutritional value. These settlers, primarily from England and France, cultivated dandelions in their gardens, and the plant subsequently spread throughout the continent, now well known as the common weed, but it had medicinal and nutritional values.
Do you remember all the Europeans would be on the side of the highways in New
Yeah.
York
Yeah.
picking? They'd have the apron on and they just put the dandelions in the apron.
Yep. Dandelion. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Italians and Slavics and Germans,
Yeah.
they did that. Yeah. I know that there was wild chives, which in German it's called Schnittlauch.
Really?
And yeah, the old Schnittlauch.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, they bring a bag because you don't want a Schnittlauch in your pants, you know?
Yes.
So to speak.
Yes.
The old glippy.
The old
Glippy tree. Glippy.
Glippy. Okay.
Which, by the way, is in Epozeusis.
Right. That's what I thought it was.
Just drilling it into people's heads. No.
Exactly.
The old glippy tree.
Right.
The world's most dangerous tree.
Why?
It's the glippy, Glypie, glippy tree. It's the world's most dangerous tree. If you touch it, it's similar to touching burning acid. It gives off a serum, I guess, or something from the tree.
Yeah.
One person, it's known in history that one person that was affected by this tree
Right.
was so insanely insane. Well, what's the word? Excuse me. Dinomantomania has set in.
Yes.
No, this guy shot himself
Oh. Wow.
to put himself out of the pain.
Yeah.
So again, it gives you a blistering rash as though you were touching acid, and it can create a mania and drive you crazy. The man who shot himself, by the way, I hate to say this, but he was probably a Boy Scout camper because he used the leaf to wipe his, you know what?
Wow.
He used it as toilet paper.
He did.
In the forest. And you know what he got?
What?
Dinomantomania.
He also has suffered from cacography.
Yeah, right. And fart or whatever the hell it was.
Farcus. We just made up a new Roman word. It's farcus, derived from the Germanic farc.
Stay away us. Stay away us from the leaf.
I was curious about, before I go to my next fact, I'm going to go back to the dandelions for a second. I was looking up the many medicinal properties and medicinal benefits of dandelion because that's what the old Europeans and
Yeah, you got nothing
Germans did.
better to do.
No, not at all. Well, apparently, according to someone, we're not recommending any of these if you suffer from these, but these are some of the things that they believed that dandelion
Then
tea.
why are you telling us, Nick,
Because,
if you're not
well,
recommending?
Well, I'm not recommending because this way.
Okay, folks, don't listen to him.
Right, don't listen to this at all. It will support liver health, but I didn't say that. It'll improve cellular health, but you didn't hear that.
Okay,
from
I
me.
want you to understand something.
Yes.
I have a pill.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you are a
It's
pill.
called. I have a pill called
Right.
Stone Free.
Okay.
And we get no money from them.
Okay.
You can get it on Amazon. It's a fantastic product. It has dandelion root,
Ah, okay.
and it's meant to cleanse the liver and the kidneys.
There you go. Reduces
And it
inflammation.
does work. It does work, by the way,
Reduces-
especially if you're subject to stones.
Right. That's one of the things here. It helps keeps kidney stones at bay.
Mhm.
It battles bloat, and
Yeah.
it helps treat urinary tract infections.
So if you see a big fat person doubled over in pain, you know that they haven't had their daily dandelion. root.
Right, yeah, their daily dandy dandelion. That'll be the great name of a tea, right? The
Yeah,
dandy
take this, you big
cockroach.
bloated fat.
No, the dandy.
Yeah, you big bloated.
No.
Bloated.
Listen,
Wait a second, I gotta get this out.
get what out?
You big bloated fat fark.
Exactly.
Thank God I got that.
Oh my goodness! Thank God you didn't hold it in. So it'll be the dandy dandelion tea. How about that, huh? For marketing,
Dandelion tea is
It
fantastic.
is. There you go.
It is.
We
Fantastic.
recommend
Get it.
unless of course you suffer from hay fever and things like that. It'll be a problem. But
Yeah, but ginger and cinnamon and dandelion and cumin and turmeric, these are like drugs forever,
yeah,
and that are being used in pill form now.
Yeah,
That we
take it
think,
up.
for
Again.
some reason, we think that everything that there's a commercial on TV and they go, "Oh, gotta get Farleva," and it's like, and we think that this came from space.
Right.
No, they use the same stuff that's on the earth here to
Get
make Farxleva.
Farxleva. Please consult your doctor before consuming Farxleva. Side effects.
I like it.
Listen,
It's a marketing genius.
It is. Farxleva. We recommend that you take please ask
The
your
commercial, I
doctor.
could just see it now. Why
Yeah.
not take it? What the fark?
Consult your doctor for further information.
Farxleva.
Some side. It's even a jingle. So, check your doctor. Check with your doctor before consuming this product. Also, some side effects include more time on your hands because you have less of a social life.
They're all the same side effects every time.
I know, exactly.
Swollen, dizziness, blah, blah, blah. That could lead to death. It's like, what the hell is that?
And people are like, prancing in the fields or something. I mean, they're really, really happy, but can cause death.
Yeah,
Wow.
and please don't take this while operating machinery, driving, or breathing.
Farxleva, available on Amazon.
Don't even ask your doctor. He seriously doesn't know what he's doing.
What you should do is ask your doctor and record his response.
Where the hell are we anyway?
We've just taken Farxleva, and these are one of the side effects.
Side effects is just blurting out stupidity.
Which we do every week on Totally Useless Information.
We're ODing on Farxleva right now.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Oh
That's just going to be the whole blooper roll. That's right there.
We don't even care if you're listening. We're just having a good time.
Yeah, we don't care. So is it me or you? Who's up next here?
I'm
going on?
up.
You're
I'm
up
up.
next. Okay,
I'm up.
boy, oh boy.
Sweet little buttercup. Right? You know
All
the
right.
songs, My Little Buttercup,
Yes,
Sweet Little
Buttercup.
Buttercup. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
And you remember that song from 1922, Nick?
Uh-huh. I wrote it.
Wrote it well on Farxleva. But anyway, okay. the pretty little buttercup flower. It's so beautiful. You see a field of buttercups. If for some reason you think it's a dandelion and you ingest it,
Yeah.
it will cause a painful, by the way, that's another, what was that? Epizoosis.
Oh.
A painful death.
Ooh.
Yes. It will literally shut down your organs and plays havoc with your nervous system.
Oh.
There's only one cure.
What?
Double dose of Fark
Lova. You know what else shuts down your organs? Marriage. Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah. That went awry.
Yeah. Sink or swim. Now, I think we've talked about, was it eggs that if they float, they're good. If they go to the bottom, they're no good, right?
Right.
Okay.
Something like that.
Sink or swim, lemons and limes. We're talking about lemons and limes here, okay? So, both have densities that are very close to water. So you would expect that both would float. Lemons and limes, right? However, limes are slightly denser than lemons, which is why they will sink.
So limes
yes,
usually smaller too.
but they're also unpeeled. So the actual whole lime unpeeled, but the lemons will float.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, peeling the fruit affects the density of the lemon, so it will sink slightly. That's why when you cut a lemon and you put it in your drink, it's still at the top, but it just slightly dips.
I always find the practice of put the lime in the coconut. Boy, I gotta get off that fork sleever.
Oh, that fork sleever, man! It also induces another side effect. It induces Tourette's.
Yeah. Oh boy. Shut up.
All right. Totally useless information with Nick and Roy is what you're listening to, and we really do appreciate you listening if you still are. You know what? We do really appreciate you, and we have a lot of great feedback, and so this is what you do. You go to nickandroy.com, and you can send us an email.
What's in the mailbag? What's in the mail?
Maureen from Toronto. I have been reading a group of Washington Irving stories.
Ooh.
And on the first page, she mentions how Gotham and Knicks and Knickerbockers got their names. Maybe you could tell everyone. Thank you for that. So now she's given us useless information. So thank you. She's given us a break. Gotham, and sometimes you hear New York City referred to as Gotham. A nickname for New York City is Gotham.
Right.
The nickname for New York City, Gotham, first became popular in the 19th century. Washington Irving had first attached it to New York in the November 1807 edition of Salmagundi, a periodical which lampooned New York culture and politics. Well, he took the name from the English village of Gotham, Nottinghamshire. In 1809, legendary author Washington Irving solidified the Knickerbocker name in the New York lore when he wrote a satiric, quote, a history of New York from the beginning of the world to the end of Dutch dynasty. He had a pseudonym, Diedrich Knickerbocker. Later known as Knickerbocker's History of New York, Irving's book introduced the word Knickerbocker to signify a New Yorker, so the Dutch settler Knickerbocker character became synonymous with New York City. Anyway, Maureen, thank you very much for your email, and always appreciate you listening to News Talk 1010.
I guess we can use the Star Wars analogy with her and say, the student has now become the master.
Well, listen, laugh, and learn, right? Thank you, Maureen.
Andre.
Yes.
And the reason I picked this one was because I saw Lockport, Nova Scotia. I've been there. Andre from Lockport, Nova Scotia. He said, I got hooked on your show because there's not much to do in the cold, brutal winters. So he says, maybe if I had a wife, I love this one. This is awesome. Yeah. He says, maybe if I had a wife, I would have never found your show.
Oh, okay.
This poor guy, he's speaking about himself like in the third person. He's got problems.
Oh.
I say we throw him in the Bay of Fundy.
Yes.
Okay, but anyway, he says if he had a wife. Okay, so we know he doesn't, right?
Right.
So he says, yes, ladies, I am single and looking.
Oh,
So he's putting it out there. Can you guys help me find a match? So here is what I'm about to propose.
okay.
If you are a single woman, Nick and I are both married,
Right.
so we're out.
Right. Well,
Okay.
Okay.
But Andre from beautiful Lockport, Nova Scotia is looking for a bride.
wow.
So if you're a lady and you're interested in Andre, send us an email. Maybe we can hook Andre up.
On the show today, we introduced two topics, words and art, and we went down the garden, and now it's time for the news.
And now, from around the corner and around the world, this is TUI News.
While the bride traditionally takes the groom's name, one creative couple devised a new method of deciding which family name takes center stage.
I'm not really big on that because I've seen a few girls named Joe,
Right.
and I don't particularly think they should have took their husband's name.
No, not the first name, their last name.
Oh,
Their
the
last
surname.
name, the
The
surname,
surname.
right.
Surname. Gotcha. Okay, let's
So-
start it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they-
this couple, they took the traditional, practice of the bride taking the groom's name, but
Right.
they found a creative way to decide, because there's been a bit of a debate, by playing rock, paper, scissors for the name. So the bride and groom were seen engaging in the high-stakes rock, paper, scissors game at the altar, and the loser of the best in three would have to adopt the winner's last name. So if the groom loses, he would take her name. So the groom's surname was Pierce. He won the first round. People had mixed reactions on how the bride and groom went about deciding this, first of all, because, come on, you're playing a game to find out. But anyway,
I mean, that's communication.
it is his
Had
fiance.
I tried that with my wife, I would have. If
Yeah.
she said to me, "I'm not going to take your name," I would have hit her with the rock and then served her with the divorce papers,
Right. And then she
which
stabbed,
she could have used a scissor to cut up and throw in my face.
Right. She stabbed you with the scissor, gave you a paper cut with the paper, right? Okay, so however, his fiance was surnamed Hunter.
Oh.
So she evened the score during round two,
Ooh,
prompting...
it's a good thing his name wasn't Richard. Richard Hunter.
Right. Well, she was for a while till she met him.
Yeah, I guess she calls him Dick.
Right. Well,
Dick Hunter.
right. Hardly know her.
Well, you're not getting it, Dick.
Now, the score is tied 1-1. Best 2 out of 3. Okay, so this is the creative way. So people were commenting on this. I'll tell you what the result was in the end in just a moment. The family name is beginning to vanish, according to one critic, saying that I'm not sure his friends... I guess I gave it away, didn't I? Okay, she won. She won the rubber match, which meant that Hunter would become the official family name.
It was her name?
Her last name was Hunter, and now he is going to be known as Mr. Hunter from now on.
No.
Yep.
I don't agree with that. I think you can't change these things, I mean,
Well,
I'm just too traditional. It's got nothing to
understood.
do with feminism to
Right.
me.
Okay. Fine.
But it's just, you can't do that.
Well, they decided to. I mean, everyone can do whatever they want, right? And this is how they decided to do it. It wasn't. See, I'm pretty
It would have
sure.
been a good name, Richard Hunter Pierce. It sounds like a good name. Three
It
names,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Very professional.
Very professional.
They could have took both names.
That's
I could
right.
see that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I could see them flipping them. How's that? She takes Pierce Hunter and he takes Hunter Pierce.
Well, see, they should have all invited you to the wedding.
Very pragmatic, Nick. I think these things out, I should have thought out the Fark Sleever thing.
There we go. So anyway, to help things in the bedroom, he took Fork Sleever. So just like that, the family surname was vanished, just like that. So Pierce is no longer, okay? Go to nickandroy.com and find out and let us know what you think. Do you think that what this couple is doing is creative, or they're just cockamamie?
I say we do a survey in the newsletter, too.
It is, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sign up for the newsletter, too, news at nickandroy.com. So anyway, another person said, I say the cooler last name wins. But according to who, right? In this case, Hunters would still win. This is another person said, this is so cute. Aw, How
Yeah.
cute. Interestingly, while adopting the bride's name is arguably less stigmatized than in past years, a staggering 79% of women continue to adopt their hubby's surname upon tying the knot, according
Yeah,
to a
it's just
survey.
customary. Men, we put our pants on one leg at a time, you know? Women
Yeah.
just jump right in.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even, they sit on the bed and jump into their pants.
Right.
If men do that, it's questionable.
Of course, what's questionable is Roy, who knew that because Roy rarely wears pants. This is all the time we have for this episode of Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. We will scour the internet far and wide to find out more totally useless information just for you.
And until then, it's because of you that this show is as popular as it is. And Nick and I always thank you for that. We really are appreciative of every listener. And thanks again. And keep the emails coming in. They're fantastic. And go to nickandroy.com. Check out the birthday messages. Thanks for listening to this show.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy.
Thanks for listening.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is recorded and produced in Canada. For more totally useless information, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy has been brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion. Located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com.